Before we started, if you'd like to know your life path, soul urge and destiny numbers, click the link in the description below. Since ancient times, number 13 has been known for its symbolism and spiritual nature. In many cultures all over the world there is a belief that number 13 is a bad omen, but we can tell you that this number is something much more than that. Number 13 is known as a number that may carry important messages from the spiritual realms. If it happens that this number appears in your life frequently, it means that it has been sent to you right from your divine angels. You need to know first what this number can mean in order to understand the message that it is hiding deep inside itself. If you decide to read this text, you will get to know all about the secret meanings of number 13 and its spirituality. Also, we will tell you in this text what symbolism number 13 has in the Bible and why it is considered to be very important in a prophetic sense. If you have read the Bible, then number 13 has certainly attracted your attention. It is important to know what number 13 means in this Christian book, because it will help you create the whole picture about its meaning. If you have already noticed that number 13 is following you in your everyday's life, you may have been wondering what it could symbolize and why it happens. We will give you the answers to those questions as well. If you read this text carefully, you will have the opportunity to discover many things about number 13 and its spiritual meaning. It will help you interpret the message that you have received from the universe. What does number 13 mean? In order to find the best interpretation for the meaning of number 13, you need to take into consideration what numbers 1 and 3 can mean. Both of these numbers are angel numbers and they can have some kind of an influence on the meaning of number 13. First, we will tell you a couple of facts about number 1. This number is usually associated with the positive way of thinking, as well as with a new beginning. Number 1 will give you all the motivation that you need in order to start a new chapter in your life. We can also say that number 1 is usually considered to be a symbol of authority and self-expression. There is also angel number 3, which is perceived as a symbol of imagination and creativity. This number can also be related to your spiritual life and it can help you connect yourself with your divine angels. Now, when you have seen what numbers 1 and 3 mean, it might not be difficult to understand what number 13 can symbolize. This number could also be a message that your guardian angels are sending to you, so in that sense this number is considered to bring you good luck. It is known that your angels would never do anything that could hurt you. If number 13 came to you from the universe, then you don't have to worry, because your angels are taking care of you and they will protect you from all bad things. If we perceive number 13 as an angel number, we can say that its symbolism is always positive. In the following chapter you will see some facts about the biblical meaning of number 13 and its connection with the Bible in general. You may have heard that number 13 is significant in a prophetic sense, and now you will have the chance to find out the real truth about number 13 and the Bible. The biblical and the prophetic meaning of number 13. As we have already said, many people think that number 13 is the number of bad luck. This belief exists since a long time ago and it is usually associated with some things in the past. That's why people usually have fear at the moment when they see number 13. They think that this number will bring something bad in their lives and they are trying to escape from it. This superstition comes from old religious beliefs that are usually associated with Christianity. In order to illustrate the biblical meaning of number 13 more thoroughly, we will mention the last meal that Jesus had with his 12 disciples, which is called the Last Supper. We all know that the 13th apostle was Judah, who betrayed Jesus, so that he was crucified one day after that famous meal. We all know that Judah is a symbol of sin and rebellion. That's why number 13 is usually associated with the Jesus suffering. According to the Bible, number 13 can be seen as a number of rebellion. Actually, the first appearance of this number in the Bible is associated with rebellion, and we can see it in Genesis chapter 14 verse 4. It is said in the Bible that number 13 is a symbol of all governments that a man has created and that Satan has inspired. Number 13 can be seen as a rebellion against the eternal life and eternity in general. There are also many other biblical facts related to number 13. For example, the Bible is talking about the 13 tribes of Israel, as well as about the 13 sins that Jesus put on his list. In the book of Revelation, the word dragon has appeared exactly 13 times. We have to say that a dragon in this context appears as a symbol of Satan. We all know that Satan represents the rebellion against the divine. The Apostle Paul has written about 23 traits of sinful people, and the 13th of those traits says that sinful people hate God. This is one more example why number 13 might be considered as negative in a symbolic sense. The 13th chapter in the book of Revelation is about the beast and the Antichrist. In the 13th Psalm it was said that there was no God. Another fact related to number 13 is that the King Solomon was building his own house 13 years. There were 13 famines that were mentioned in the Bible. The first son of Abraham, whose name was Ishmael, was circumcised at the age of 13. But the symbolism of number 13 in the Bible is not always negative. Actually, if we take into account that J is the 10th and C is the third letter in the alphabet, then we get that 10 plus 3 is 13, which actually represents the numerical value of JC, Jesus Christ. In this case, number 13 is not a symbol of bad luck, but it is the symbol of Jesus Christ and his existence on the earth. You have seen only a couple of facts about number 13 that may be a connection of this number with the Bible. However, there are also many other places in the Bible in which number 13 has been used directly or not. We hope that now you can create your own picture about the symbolism of number 13. In the following chapter you will see why number the 13th of May be appearing in your life and what the universe is trying to tell you with this number. Why are you seeing number 13? The first thing you should know is that number 13 is very strong symbolically, and we hope that you have seen it in this text. If this number keeps appearing in your life, it won't certainly leave you indifferent. After reading our text, you probably know that number 13 can have both positive and negative symbolism. However, the negative symbolism of this number is usually related to the Bible and Jesus Christ, even though there are some places in the Bible in which number 13 is represented as a neutral number or even as a positive number. But, if number 13 is appearing in your life more than usual, you should not be afraid and believe in the superstitions about this number. In most of the cases, the appearance of number 13 in our lives doesn't mean anything bad. This number is only a symbol of the love that divine angels have towards you, and it is also a symbol of their care for you. You don't have to worry if number 13 is appearing in your life very often. It could be only a sign that your angels are there to protect you and to give you their support. Like all other angel numbers, number 13 can also symbolize positive changes that will come into your life, so there is no need to think in a negative way. We hope that this text about number 13 has been useful for you, and we are sure that the symbolism of this number has attracted your attention. As you could see, there are many superstitions related to this number, and sometimes it is believed that it can bring you bad luck. But, if you have faith in God, then you can be sure that number 13 will bring only positive things in your life, and there is no need to avoid it the next time when it appears in front of you.